Hello, Clark Singleton here, and I have some bad news. I was scammed on Facebook Marketplace, and I want to tell you how I did it, but I can't even tell you what happened because I am blocked from Facebook Marketplace because I posted a video saying that I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace. So I just want to give you the rundown of the scam and give you an idea of what happened, so that you can be looking out for it if you use Facebook Marketplace, because I would hate for anyone else to get scammed. I have not been able to get my money back from Facebook Marketplace. I have not been able to get my money back from my bank, Wells Fargo, even though I told them it was a scam before the payment went through. And my only other option is to file in small claims court, but the guy did not use his real name, so I can't get him in small claims court. So here's what happened. I reached out to someone who said that they were in Nashville, Tennessee, which is where I live, and asked them about a camera. I asked them very camera-related questions, and they answered the camera-related questions. Then they said, "Where are you located?" And I said, "I'm in Mount Juliet." And they said, "Oh, shoot, I forgot to update my location. I'm in Ohio. I will not be in Nashville until mid-February." I said, "Well, that's okay." And then they responded with, "I could ship you the camera if you wanted to. I could put it in the mail tomorrow if you wanted to buy it." I said, "I don't like buying stuff that I can't get my hands on. I'm not interested." Then I waited a few days, and then I reached back out to him with a lower price. And he said, if I could pay today, then he would take that lower price and put it into the mail the next day. Again, I think I'm just getting a good deal on a camera. I asked him very camera-y questions, and he answered them great. This is not like a cheap camera. This is not like just anybody that owns this should be able to answer these questions, and he could. So I send him the money. And unbeknownst to me, he had friended me on Facebook, turning our conversation in from going on Facebook Marketplace to going to Messenger. And this is where I made the mistake. Because if the conversation had stayed on Facebook Marketplace, when I had paid him, then it would have been through Facebook Marketplace. But instead, he friended me. The conversation went to Facebook Messenger, and I paid him MetaPay via Facebook Messenger. So I don't have the protection. I don't have the buyer-seller protection of Facebook Marketplace. And this is why Facebook only sends me 2 messages when I complain to them, basically saying, "You sent MetaPay, it's done." The problem is with the interface. If somebody messages you and friends you, it goes to Facebook Messenger instead of saying in Facebook Marketplace. So what this guy did is, as soon as I sent him the money, he said he would ship it the next day, and then he didn't. And I got super weirded out. By that night, I called my bank. I told them that I had been scammed. I had a really bad feeling in my stomach. I told them that I had been scammed, and they couldn't stop the payment. And then they told me that I could call back in 15 days and I'd be able to get the money back. But I'll talk more about that later in this video. Once I kind of was on to him, I told him that it was a scam, that I knew what was going on, and that to send the money back to me. And he blocked me. And now, not only can I not see what's going on Facebook Marketplace at all, his social media is blocked, and the item is blocked on Facebook Marketplace. So I asked a buddy to go on Facebook Marketplace and find this camera, and there it is. So not only is he able to do this and then block me after tricking me into MetaPaying him, that he's rinsing and repeating this, and I have claimed that he frauded me on Facebook. I claimed and tried to get my money back from Facebook. I said that the item was fraud, all of this stuff, and yet he is still out here doing this. So it is really disappointing that this is something that can happen over and over and over again, and that one of my friends, after I get blocked, can go and look it up and see that this guy is just continuing to do this scam over and over and over again. And it's not even a new camera. It wasn't even the new fancy thing that I would expect somebody to try to scam somebody on. But I digress. So we'll go back to the story where I called Wells Fargo. I call Wells Fargo and I say, I am getting scammed. I need you to stop this payment, and I made a mistake. We'll just stop it right here. And she said, sir, I cannot stop the payment, but if you call back in 15 days and you have not gotten your item, then you will get refunded. And I said, wow, that is really amazing. I can't believe that. And I even asked her, I said, do you think that that's a good business model for a bank? For you to let the payment go through, the person who is scamming get the money, and then the bank just to pay them back. And she said, sir, I'm not the CEO, but I don't think that's a good idea. And obviously all of these bank things are recorded, right? So in 15 days, I give it a call. I talk to somebody. The case has been closed, and it's been decided that I do not get the money back. So I escalate, and I talk to somebody else. Her name was Maria. She would not give me her last name. I don't think they give last names. And I talked to her for about 45 minutes on the phone, and I try to keep my cool because I know that if I start yelling or if I start cursing, they can just hang up on me. So she tells me that there was a deep investigation into the situation and that it doesn't matter what somebody else told me, but that Wells Fargo cannot promise that to somebody and that I'm basically screwed. So I asked to escalate again, and I get a call back, actually a message, from a manager named Roger. He's from the executive office, I believe. And Roger says to me that basically the person that I talked to at the beginning was from a phone farm or a farm bank, a phone bank, which basically is, from what I understand, a bunch of people in a room just answering phone calls, and that's all they do. They're not actually bankers. They're barely Wells Fargo employees, and they might even work for a bunch of other companies, but they're just answering the phone because they're cheap. That somebody like that cannot tell me that, and they're very sorry. And that's basically all he cared to tell me. So then I made the post on social media. And in Wells Fargo's favor, they did respond to me, and I got escalated again. This time, I had an actual case, and I had a case manager. And her name is Leandra. And I talked to her 2 days ago, and she told me that she went back and listened to the phone conversations, and that basically I did get told that I would be able to get the money back, and that she doesn't agree with it personally, but that Wells Fargo can do nothing to help me. And I kind of, sat on the phone for a little while and tried to figure out if there was anything that I could say or do or figure out. Turns out Leandra is from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina, and so we had the North Carolina thing in common. And I basically told her that I was a small business owner, co-owner of a small music manufacturer, and that this was a big bummer and it was going to cost me my decade-long relationship with Wells Fargo. And she said, let me try one more thing. So she called me today, basically saying that I've been escalated again. I have no idea how far I am on this escalation process. There may be, 12 more levels. I don't know how far into Donkey Kong I am, but I've gone to the next level here, and I officially have a claim again, which is something that closed out, and then I went into the executive office, And then now I'm in an executive with an executive office, and now I've been escalated to something else. But my claim, I have a new claim, which gives me the idea that I have an option. Maybe to be knocked down again. Maybe somebody higher up will just say, no, I'm sorry. But basically what's happening is someone from a phone farm told me that I'd be able to get my money back. So I did not go to the police. I did not go to Facebook immediately. And I was like, cool, my bank's got me. This is no problem. And now I'm fighting with him. I've spent hours on the phone with Wells Fargo, some of them good, some of them bad. Leandra told me today that she went back and listened to all of my conversations with everybody, and she has filed a report on Maria, the second person I talked to, who was so inclined to tell me that Facebook Marketplace is not a good place to buy things from, which was unhelpful information, to be honest, at the moment, but it is what it is. And I still don't have the money back. So I just wanted to tell everybody that. You guys can do whatever you'd like with that. I usually don't do videos like this, and I'd really love to never do a video like this ever again. If you want to see some happy content, or some India content, or some business content, or some music content, check out the rest of our channel, because that's what this channel is all about. So if you like this video, hopefully you won't get scammed like I do, and please check out our other videos, check out us in India, check out our other business videos and vlog videos. They're much happier and much more wonderful than this one. Subscribe, hit the bell, all of that, whatever. Thanks.